I usually read more than one book at the same time. I've been doing this forever, and so I'm going to give you two books. I am currently reading Churchill, Walking with Destiny, and that's by Andrew Roberts. And I'm also reading Renegades Write the Rules by Amy Jo Martin. And just in case you care, I just finished Both and by Huma Abedin. So I like a good biography. And then I like to kind of read something on the side while I'm reading these biographies because they're often very long. So I've been pondering the relationship between women and money for quite some time. And a lot of it has come from my own personal experience in navigating certain financial situations that have been rather disruptive to my life. And the outcome of those certain circumstances could have been, quite sad. They weren't, but they could have been. And as I became a wealth manager, I was able to really kind of establish a platform where I could address, what I was thinking to women of all walks of life about women and money. So that's really, what inspired me. And the reason that the title is The Fiscal Feminist is, because I have my own definition of what the part feminist means in the Fiscal Feminist, right? There's all kinds of things and definitions for feminists that have evolved over the years. And different, generations have different definitions of that word. But my definition of the word is, a woman who's seeking empowerment to take charge of her own destiny and who's not going to live in denial and expect or rely on other people to take care of her. This is a woman who's going to have knowledge and foresight and be proactive in managing her finances, because finance, whether we like it or not, money is very much a part of our lives, and finances and our financial situation is the cornerstone of our lives in many ways. And if that's a kind of a mess, or we're stressed about it, it's going to infiltrate into all other parts of our lives and our decision-making processes. So I wanted to have a title that indicated that I wanted each woman to become a fiscal feminist, to manifest these qualities that I would like to inspire them to have, and to be willing to engage in conversations about money that are often uncomfortable, and not feel uncomfortable with their own success, and just taking a very proactive view towards this part of their life. And I really would like to inspire every woman to seek her empowerment with, grace, fortitude, tenacity, respect, and just unrelenting resilience. And so for me, the word feminist, that's how I define it. So I thought it was a powerful word, and I liked linking it with the word fiscal because it indicates, being responsible about your money and having your own monetary policy, so to speak. So in the conclusion of the book, my favorite lines are: say yes, and then say yes again and again. Yes to being master of your fate and CEO of your life. Yes to being a boss. Yes to freedom and independence. Well, I am most excited about the Fiscal Feminist. I'm very excited about the platform. This has been something I've been working on for a number of years. After I got my wealth management business kind of up and running, and then, I'm very set in that now. I have a very robust referral business, and I work for, an amazing group. I started thinking about, what is it that I really want to do? And so I started to establish this platform by writing some blogs and doing some podcasts, but it's really evolved from there. I have a really great social media platform that I'm super excited about, that we've been working on for a couple of years. And I'm continuing to do the blogs and the podcast. We've just launched a website called thefiscalfeminist.com, where it's going to be more of an interactive website where you can get information. And as we build it out, there'll be courses, there'll be consultations. I'm going to invite other experts to come in and do webinars and so on and so forth, all aimed at educating women in various topics. And then, of course, I'm super excited about the book coming out. I've been working on that for a number of years, and I'm excited about promoting it. So it's a very inspirational and energized time for me, because I'm very excited to see all of these things come to fruition together and see what comes of it. One thing that a lot of people don't know about me is that when I lived in London, for about 13 years, I actually started a fashion design company, and I was the creative vision. So I was the designer, and I designed and manufactured the clothes, and the clothes were sold at Saks Fifth Avenue. They were in the 10 best stores at Saks Fifth Avenue. And I have absolutely no training in clothing, except that I love clothing. So it was kind of a bit of a folly. I just started something at my kitchen table that grew into a company. And I love art. So all of the fashions were kind of inspired by periods of art, and weirdly, I can draw. So I don't know. I think most people relate to me as a lawyer, banker, wealth manager. But there is a big artsy side to me, and it really manifested itself when I was a fashion designer for about 5 or 6 years. One thing that I have had to learn the hard way, and this is still a work in progress, is to say no. Like, no, I can't fit that in. No, I'm too busy. I'll do that with you later. And just setting boundaries. I think a lot of women suffer from the same problem that I have. I'm a crowd pleaser. I want to accommodate everybody. And sometimes it's just not possible. And if I do try to do it, it's not good for my health, my stress, or I might not even be able to do the best I can do for whoever's asking me to do the favor or ask me to do whatever they're asking me to do. So just over the years, learning not to feel guilty or bad if I say no in a nice way and try to accommodate it in a different way. And that is just something I work on all the time, because otherwise I just get overwhelmed and I'm just feeling like I can't breathe. Hardcover, 100%. Biographies. I love reading biographies. I just think from every biography that I read, I get insight into people's lives, and I learn things about myself, and just incorporating other people's visions and their experiences. I love history, so just biographies are my first go-to. One trend I would like to see forever to disappear would be people communicating through technology and saying really unpleasant and nasty things to each other. I wish we communicated more, face to face. I know that, we've become a culture of text messaging and Twitter and, all, IMs and all that stuff, but I think it kind of dehumanizes us. And I am a big lover of dialogue and talking to people face to face, and, sitting around the dinner table and talking. And I just think technology and this rapid fire communication through that genre has dehumanized us, and we can, people say some really nasty things that just makes for a lesser culture. So yeah, that is one thing I would definitely love to see go away. So according to the quiz that I took on the Bookfinity website, I am a lifelong learner, and I think that's an accurate description. I like to read a lot, like I said, biographies and histories, and I really love nonfiction. I'm not a great reader of fiction. So I love to, self-help books as well. So I guess that's what popped out because of my answers, obviously. But yeah, I thought it was really accurate. It was a lot of fun to take. So it was awesome. The Fiscal Feminist is a disruptor in the genre of finance books. Ooh, I'm really torn. So I'm going to say empowered, ready to take action. I just really want to help all women, and just one woman at a time. If I can get one woman at a time to change course and to take proactive action in their lives, and just to make a commitment to themselves that, reading this book or following the platform and doing some of the steps that I tell them to do is really about self-care and self-love, and making sure that they are in a good mindset with no, trying to reduce stress in their lives, so that they can then devote their time to the other things they really want to accomplish, and not worrying all about their finances and, some of the decisions that they've made in that realm. So I really think this book is also a book about self-care and self-love. And I think, making sure that you're aware of what's going on in your financial life is as important as going to get your screening tests. It's just a very, very important thing, because money is so part and parcel to our lives that if we just kind of let it control us, it will literally sometimes destroy us if we're not lucky. And so that's really what I want people to know. This is really serious.